अस्सलाम वालेकुम आदलमिन तिबेफुना हमें मिगडिगन गेनिसम मिदनी इंडिया के एग्जिम बैंक के लाइन ऑफ क्रेडिट फैसिलिटी के दशुन राज्य के आशाविस रशेग फेना नरुतमा के निज़ाम के मसक के निम्मा इंडिया सरकारों ए मशरूत राज्य के सरकार हवाल कुर्म बावा रस्मियातो मी रस्मियातो कुड़ हिरकोळगे तेरगादे हम रईसु जुमरा वडने उमायको मिहार फेशिगेंदा अनल मिहा सबु मी रस्मियातो तिबेफुना हमें गेनिसेना
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا فتحنا لك فتحا مبينا ليغفر لك الله ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر ويتم نعمته عليك ويهديك صراطا مستقيما وينصرك الله نصرا عزيزا هو الذي أنزل السكينة في قلوب المؤمنين ليزدادوا إيمانا مع إيمانهم ولله جنود السماوات والأرض وكان الله عليما حكيما صدق الله العظيم
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम दिव्य राज्य के इज्जतरी रईसुल जमहूरिया डॉक्टर मोहम्मद मोइज इंडिया के मिनिस्टर ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स हिज एक्सलेंसी डॉक्टर सुब्रमण्यम जयशंकर मिनिस्टर ऑफ फॉरेन अफेयर्स अल-फादिल मूसा ज़मीर मिनिस्टर ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्शन एंड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डॉक्टर अब्दुल्ला मुत्तलिब दौलत के वजीरुं मिरस्मियात वडागन तिबेवी एम्बिहा बेफुलुं अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू हाजिर वडांतिवे एम्मेहा बेफुना मी रस्मियात वरं हूण मरहबाय तन्नवन कीरित कुरान के बरकातुं मी हफ्ला फट्टवा देवी अल्फालिला फातमत मलक आजिम मी हफ्ला हुशाला देनी अळुगंडामत नस्लीना अदि हाफिजा अब्दुल सत्तार मियतुगे मी रस्मियात की इंडिया के एक्सिम बैंकुं दो कोफवा क्रेडिट फैसिलिटी के दशुं राज्य के 34 रशेग कायम कुरवे फेना नर्दमा के मशरू के तेरेंग अशाविस रशेग के मसे के निम्मा इंडिया सरकारों ए मशरूता दिवे सरकार हवाल कुरुम बावा खास रस्मियातो मी हवाल कुरवे मशरूता के तेरेगा हिमिननी 21 रशुगे फेना फेनुगे निजामा देरशेगे नर्दमा निजाम आदि फस रशुगे फेना नर्दमा निजाम कायम कुरुमगे मशरू कुरियम्योति मशरूता कागुळे गतुन तयार कोफवा वीडियो प्रेजेंटेशन बल्लवालव्वा
President of the Republic of Maldives, His Excellency Dr. Mohammad Moiz, Minister of External Affairs of India, His Excellency Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Maldives, His Excellency Musa Zamir, Minister of Construction and Infrastructure of the Maldives, His Excellency Dr. Abdullah Muttalib, Cabinet Ministers, and distinguished dignitaries, welcome to today's special ceremony. We commence this event with the recitation of Holy Quran by Ms. Fatmat Malak Azim. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate the official handover of 28 of the 34 water and sewage projects financed under the Indian Exim Bank's line of credit facility. The completed 28 projects includes 21 islands water supply facilities, 2 islands sewage facilities, and 5 islands water supply and sewage facilities. My name is Hafiz Abdul Sattar, and I will be the master of the ceremony of this event along with Amnat Nazlina. We will start the event with a video presentation that highlights the details of the projects being handed over today.
The exemplary relationship between the Maldives and India is one that is fostered on the bedrock of mutual respect and long-standing cooperation. India has provided consistent support to the Maldives whenever it was required. For that, the government of Maldives and the Maldives thank Indian government and Indian citizens. India has given special priority to support the Maldives' development goals of improving our essential services and improve the livelihood of citizens. Over the past 50-odd years, India has supported every government the public had elected. As such, India's continued and consistent assistance has permeated all the facets, including that of health, education, sports, social, housing, transportation, environment, water, sanitation, and electricity sectors. On 18 March 2019, the government of Maldives and India's Exim Bank linked a line of credit agreement worth $800 million. From this deal, a project to develop water and sewerage facilities in 34 islands were initiated. This is valued at around $110 million, around 1.6 billion Maldivian rupiah. Today, we are witnessing the completion and handover of water and sewerage projects in 28 of the 34 islands targeted from this project. The completed 28 projects include 21 islands water supply facilities, 2 islands sewerage facilities, and 5 islands water supply and sewerage facilities. Over 28,000 citizens in these 28 islands will have access to these services. This represents around 7% of the total population of the Maldives. 4 Indian companies were actively involved in the project: Vishwaraj Environment Private Limited, JMC Projects India Private Limited, currently Kalpataru Projects International Limited, SMC Infrastructures Private Limited, and Triveni Industries Limited. The main components of the water supply project include installation of reverse osmosis RO plants, installation of water storage tanks, water network pipe laying, water meter connections, brine outfall, and construction of an administrative building with solar panels installed on the rooftop to generate part of electricity needs from renewable sources. The sewerage system projects encompasses sewer network pipe laying, house connections, construction of sewerage pumping stations, and sea outfall. In addition to these vital projects, Indian assistance to our developed projects is seen across the country. The administration of President Dr. Mohammad Muiz has been successful in negotiations with Indian authorities to expedite and accomplish these initiatives. From the dialogue between the leaders of the two nations, we have been given assurance that Indian assistance will continue as needed during this term. The Maldives is deeply grateful and thankful to India for the continued and enduring partnership between the two nations. Maintaining and nurturing this key relationship is of national interest and paramount for both countries.
Shukriya. Mi rasmiyatuga kuriyat demmiyoti nimifawa mashuta rasmikon hawal kurun. Mi bafuri muqaddimotaka aluganwaran adabirkamayaku Indiage Minister of External Affairs His Excellency Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar, Adi Minister of Foreign Affairs Al-Fadil Musa Zamir ke arihun warang adabirkam tannawang Minister Dr. Jaishankar, Minister Musa Zamir.
I would like to invite Minister of External Affairs of India, His Excellency Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Maldives, His Excellency Musa Zamir, to do the official handing over. Minister Dr. Jaishankar, Minister Musa Zamir.
शुक्रिया मिनिस्टर डॉक्टर जयशंकर आदि मिनिस्टर ज़मीर खुरियत देमियोती मिनिस्टर ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्शन एंड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डॉक्टर अब्दुल्ला मुत्तलिब के वाहक फुरदेक एवं मिनिस्टर डॉक्टर अब्दुल्ला मुत्तलिब
Thank you, ministers. Now I would like to invite Minister of Construction and Infrastructure, His Excellency Dr. Abdullah Muttalib, to deliver his remarks. Minister Dr. Abdullah Muttalib.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala khatam al-anbiya wal mursaleen. Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Your Excellency, President of Maldives, Dr. Mohammad Moiz, Honorable Minister of External Affairs of India, His Excellency Dr. Jaishankar, High Commissioner of India to the Maldives, His Excellency Muno Mahawar, Cabinet Ministers, distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is my great honor to welcome you to the official handover ceremony of water and storage facilities in 28 islands built under the 800 million line of credit facility issued by the Indian Exim Bank. Today marks a significant milestone in ongoing efforts to enhance the quality of life and development of much needed basic infrastructure in the inhabited islands of Maldives. We extend our deepest gratitude to the Government of India for their invaluable support in financing and implementation of these critical projects. Your contribution has been instrumental in our efforts to overcome the various hurdles that we faced from the inception to the completion of these projects. The Water and Sewerage Act of Maldives mandates universal access to safe water supply and sewerage facilities by the year 2025. This aligns with Sustainable Development Goal number 6, which aims to achieve universal access to adequate and equitable sanitation and hygiene facilities by the year 2030. While the completion of these projects will cover 7% of our population, we recognize that there is still a considerable journey ahead. Although we face significant challenges in our efforts, including significant number of projects started in previous years not progressing, when His Excellency President Dr. Mohammad Moiz assumed office in November 2023, the government of Maldives is committed to achieve the target of advancing and expanding our water and sewerage infrastructure to ensure every citizen benefits from these essential services. To conclude, I would like to thank everyone involved in this endeavor, to the government authorities for their guidance and support, to the project contractors for their expertise and hard work, and most importantly, to the Government of India for their steadfast commitment in cooperation in achieving our development goals. I thank you very much.
शुक्रिया मिनिस्टर डॉक्टर अब्दुल्ला मुत्तलिब मिनिस्टर के वाहक फहो देमियोती इंडिया के मिनिस्टर ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स हिज एक्सेलेंसी डॉक्टर सुब्रमण्यम जयशंकर के वाहक फुरदेक एवं
Thank you, Minister. Now I would like to invite Minister of External Affairs of India, His Excellency Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar, to deliver his remarks. Minister Dr. Jaishankar.
Your Excellency, President Dr. Mohammad Moiz, Foreign Minister Musa Zamir, Minister of Construction and Infrastructure, Dr. Abdullah Muttalib, High Commissioner, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar and good afternoon. It is really a great pleasure today to be at the President's office in Maldives for the virtual inauguration and handing over of the water and sanitation projects in 28 islands commissioned under the Indian line of credit in the august presence of the President. The bedrock of our partnership is the mutual benefit of our peoples. This is manifested in diverse sectors of our cooperation: health, education, large infrastructure development, defense, maritime, agriculture, banking, and adapting to climate resilience. It is our endeavor to expand this list as we move forward and harness our multifaceted partnership to realize the aspirations of our people. Excellency, our development partnership is driven by the needs and priorities of the people and the government of Maldives, and is a judicious mix of grants, loans, budgetary support, capacity building, and training assistance. We are now entering a phase where many of these projects are getting realized on the ground, delivering tangible benefits to the common people. In our efforts to expand the scope and benefits of development cooperation, we are mindful of the challenges posed by climate change, especially for a small island developing states such as the Maldives, which are even more vulnerable to the vagaries of rising sea levels. One of the immediate concerns is the availability and access of freshwater resources. It has been our objective to provide ecologically sustainable, low-cost solutions to our development partners so that they are not only able to access potable water, but also have the capacity to treat sewage, thereby protecting the delicate ecology of these islands and atolls. This finds resonance in our own initiatives in India of Har Ghar Jal and Swachh Bharat, that is water to every home, and Clean India. This project has brought safe drinking water to so many islands, to 33 islands, and introducing sewage systems in 17 islands. I'm happy to note that this has directly impacted the lives of 28,000 Maldivians, I believe. And under this project, latest technologies have been used to provide clean drinking water and safe sewage disposal. In addition, the buildings are also equipped with solar energy, providing support to the island grids. With a total funding of $110 million, this is the largest climate adaptation implemented in Maldives with international collaboration. It is also significant to note that the completion of this project has supplemented the government of Maldives' endeavors in reaching its sustainable development goals by establishing climate resilient and cost-effective water and sewerage systems. I'm sure that this will go a long way in improving the lives of women in these islands who bear the primary burden of fetching clean water. Excellencies, friends, India-Maldives Development Cooperation embodies the motto of our partnership, imagined by Maldives, delivered by India. It will be our endeavor to harness this defining feature of our relationship and scale greater heights. And I hope, Excellency President, with your guidance and encouragement, our joint efforts, our joint activities, and our shared vision will form an important milestone in the journey of our two nations together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister. Next, we have a video presentation that highlights the details of the projects being handed over today.
This is the official handover of the water and sewerage facilities in 28 islands built under the Government of India line of credit facility financed by Exim Bank of India. These projects are Halif Kela water supply facilities, Shaviani Funadu water supply facilities, Noonu Manadu water supply facilities, Alif Toddu sewerage facilities, Aliftal Dangeti sewerage facilities, Kaf Kashido water supply facilities, Laviani Kurendo water supply facilities, Vav Felido water supply facilities from the Water Supply and Sewerage Project, Vav Fulido water supply and sewerage facilities, Vav Tinado water supply and sewerage facilities, Dal Bandido water supply and sewerage facilities, Dal Mido water supply facilities, Faf Darambudu Water Supply and Sewerage Facilities, Faf Bileddu Water Supply Facilities, Lam Mabadu Water Supply Facilities from the Water Supply and Sewerage Project, Lam Istu Kaladu Water Supply Facilities, Lam Mamendu Water Supply Facilities, Lam Gang Water Supply Facilities, Mim Korfushi Water Supply Facilities, Mim Muli Water Supply Facilities, Mim Maduvari Water Supply and Sewerage Facilities, Tahirilandu Water Supply Facilities from the Water Supply and Sewerage Project, Gafalif Mamendu Water Supply Facilities, Gafalif Tandu Water Supply Facilities, Gafalif Gamanafushi Water Supply Facilities, Gaftal Fares Matoda Water Supply Facilities from the Water Supply and Sewerage Project, Gaftal Hondeddu Water Supply Facilities from the Water Supply and Sewerage Project, and Gaftal Madavili Water Supply Facilities.
ಶುಕ್ರಿಯಾ ಮಿರಸ್ಮಿಯಾತುಗ ಮಿಯಾ ಹಿಸಾಬುಂದೆ ಮಿಯೋತಿ ದಿವೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಗೆ ಇಜ್ಜತ್ತೆರೆ ರೈಸುಲ್ ಜುಮ್ಹೂರಿಯಾ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮುಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಮೊಯಿಸ್ಗೆ ವಾಹಕ್ ಫುರ್ದೆಕುಂ ಇಜ್ಜತ್ತೆರೆ ರೈಸುಲ್ ಜುಮ್ಹೂರಿಯಾ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮುಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಮೊಯಿಸ್.
Now I would like to invite the President of the Maldives, His Excellency Dr. Mohammad Moiz, to deliver his remarks. His Excellency President Dr. Mohammad Moiz.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Minister of External Affairs of the Republic of India, His Excellency Dr. Jaishankar, distinguished ministers, beloved citizens of Maldives, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First and foremost, I extend a very warm welcome to you, Minister Dr. Jaishankar, to the Maldives. I wish you a fruitful and enjoyable stay in our beautiful country. Your visit at this opportune moment is a testament to the enhancement of the historic and close relations between our nations. I am pleased to be joining you today as we witness the handover of essential infrastructure projects across 28 islands of the Maldives. These projects represent significant milestones in the development of the Maldives and in our bilateral relations. Today we mark the completion of water supply and sewerage systems across 28 islands, funded by the Government of India's line of credit facility through the Exim Bank of India. These projects are designed to improve the quality of life in our communities. They will bring substantial economic benefits, uplift our local economies, and collectively contribute to the prosperity of our nation. The government and people of Maldives extend our deep gratitude to Prime Minister of India, His Excellency Narendra Modi, the government and friendly people of India for their generous and continued assistance to the Maldives. I recall fond memories of my successful visit to New Delhi last June to attend the swearing-in ceremony of Prime Minister Modi. I thank the Prime Minister once again for inviting me to be part of that historic event and the warm and generous hospitality extended to me and my delegation. During the visit, I had the honor to meet the Prime Minister and discuss strengthening our bilateral relations. It was a privilege to meet it was also a privilege to meet the President of India and discuss the importance of working together for the development and prosperity of our countries. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to you, Mr. Jaishankar, for your unwavering commitment to strengthening cooperation between our two countries and for always being ready to provide necessary assistance to the Maldives. These high-impact community development projects under Indian grant assistance are a testament to the deep collaboration between our nations in socio-economic development. Many transformative projects are currently underway under this scheme, and we hope to expedite them to deliver their benefits to our communities. We are also grateful for the flexibility shown in restructuring the line of credit facility and the scheme. These initiatives renew our hope for a more prosperous and fulfilling future for our people. The aid and financial assistance provided by our bilateral partners, particularly India, has been instrumental. India has always been one of our closest allies and invaluable partners, facilitating and providing aid whenever we need it. I reiterate my government's full commitment to strengthening the historic relations between our two countries to reach new heights in the coming years. I also thank the High Commission of India to the Maldives, His Excellency Muno Mahavar, and his able team for their tireless work in enhancing the bilateral relations. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the relations between the Maldives and India are nurtured by centuries of friendship, mutual respect, and a deep sense of kinship. It is a relationship that is built on people-to-people connection, cultural connections, not to mention the economic ties. The Maldivian people value the close and historic ties with the Indian people, and we are committed to preserving and strengthening it. I look forward to seeing the Maldives-India partnership thrive and continue to grow in the years ahead. I wish peace, prosperity, and security for both Maldives and India in the future. Thank you.
Shukriya Raisul Jumhuriya Dr. Muhammad Muiz. Miha hisabung mi sharaferi rasmiyato nimuni rasmiyatuga barvedande viti emmeha befuna vara khasa shukretanawang vara bajveri duha kedum wakivedan. Wassalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Excellency. This brings us to the conclusion of this special ceremony. Thank you, Excellencies.